Hello students, welcome back to MKH video series. My name is Aditya and in the previous video we have seen how to calculate the surface area of a sphere and a hemisphere too, right? We have seen the examples of, you can see this chapter before exercise 13.4, right? Now as we know how to calculate the surface area of a sphere, you can see then the curved surface area of a hemisphere and total surface area of a hemisphere. Now let us move on to the exercise, that is exercise 13.4. Now we have to simply apply on these formulas. The whole exercise is based on, you can see, these three formulas, right? So you have to just simply apply the logic and the formula correctly to get the result, right? So यहाँ पे बढ़ते हैं इस exercise के पहले question की तरफ. So the first question here is given to us as find the surface area of a sphere of radius. The first part is 10.5 centimeters. So this is the radius given to us of a sphere और हमें उसका surface area find out करना है, right? So let us move on with the first part here. So in the first part you can see the radius is given to us already. So that is 10.5 centimeter, right? Now we know there is only one surface area and of a sphere that is calculated by 4 pi r square, right? That is actually the curved one I've told you, right? So let us now find out the surface area of sphere, right? So that is calculated by the formula 4 pi r square, right? So यहाँ पे हमें radius already given है, we have to simply substitute it here. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं 4 into, now pi की वैल्यू हमें पता है that is 22/7 multiply by radius हमें पता है that is 10.5 its square, right? Now further if I just solve this, so 4 into 22/7, now 10.5 into 10.5, that is the square of 10.5, right? Multiply it twice. So यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं decimal remove करूंगा तो क्या आएगा denominator में 10, because decimal के बाद एक digit थी. Similarly यहाँ पे भी क्या आएगा denominator में 10. So I have removed the decimal here. Now if I just solve this, so 7 1 is 7, then 7 के टेबल में आप देख सकते हैं 10 को कट किया, 7 1 is 7, 3 remaining, so 35 बन गया, 7 5 जा 35, right? So आप देख सकते हैं 7 के टेबल में 105 कितने पे reduce हुआ? 15 पे. Now leave the zeros in the denominator, that will make the calculation easier. So 10 into 10 कितना आ गया? 100. Now simply you have to multiply these. So 4 into 22, that will be 88, right? Now 88 into 15, right? So let me just do that. So 5 8 ja 40, 0 and 4 carry, 5 8 ja 40 plus 4, 44, right? Now 1 into 88, that will be 88, right? So if I just add them, so 8 plus 4, that is 12, 1 carry, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 1, 13, right? So 1320. So 1320 into 105. So आप इसमें 0 तो आएगी as it is. Now मैं 132 को किससे multiply कर लूँ? 105 से. Let me just do that. So 132, let me just correct that, into 105, right? So 5 2 is 10, 1 carry, 5 3 is 15 and 1 16, 1 carry, 5 1 is 5 and 1 6, right? Then 3 times 0, because 0 into 2 0, 0 into 3 0, 0 into 1 0, right? Then you can see 2 cross, then 1 into 132 will be 132, right? So 0 6 8 3 and 1. So 1 3 8 6 0 and you can see this 0 of, you can see this one, right? So यहाँ पे आ गया 138600. Now you can see these two zeros will cancel out. Finally we have got the surface area of the sphere as 1386 centimeters square, right? So you can see the radius was given as centimeters, so the area will be in centimeters square. So that was how you have to simply calculate the surface area of a sphere when the radius is given to us. Now let us move on to the second part now. So if I just rub this, now you can see the solution to the second part here. Again the radius this time is given to us as 5.6 centimeters, right? Now simply again we have to apply on this formula to calculate the surface area. So we know the surface area of sphere is 2 pi r square, right? So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं again, sorry, 4 pi r square. Let me just correct that. So 4 into pi, you can see pi is 22/7, right? into radius square. So radius kitni hai this time? You can see 5.6 square, right? So again, you know what we have to do here is simply multiply this twice. So that will be the 5.6 square, multiply it 2 times. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं decimal remove करोगे तो denominator में 10 आएगा. Decimal removed in the denominator we will get 10, right? So अब यहाँ पे इसको solve करते हैं. So 7 1 जा 7, 7 8 जा 56, right? So अगर मैं इसको multiply कर देता हूँ all 4 digits. So in the denominator, let me first write 10 into 10, that is 100. So 4 into 22, that will be 88. 88 into 8, let me just check out. So 88 into 8. So 8 8 is 64, 6 carry, 8 8 is 64 and 6, that will be 70, right? So now you can see, then we have to further multiply it by 56. So if I just do that, so 6 4 ja 24, 2 carry, then 6 0 is 0, 2 as it is, 6 7 ja 42, right? So multiply, then 5 4 is 20, 0, 2 carry, 5 0 0, 2 as it is, 5 7 ja 35. Now adding them will give me, you can see 4 9 3, right? So 3 9 4 2 4, right? Now denominator में कितने हैं? 2 0 है तो 2 digit से पहले क्या लग जाएगा? Decimal, so that will be 394.24 centimeter square because the radius was given in centimeters. So this is how you have to simply calculate the surface area of a sphere by applying the formula 4 pi r square, as I have told you, right? Now finally moving on to the last part of this question. So if I just find out the surface area for, you can see the third part in which the radius is given to us as, you can see 14 centimeters, right? So this time again I'm going to apply this formula to calculate the surface area of sphere, that is 4 pi r square, right? So let me just simply again write the values. So pi is 22 upon 7. Now radius, you can see that is 14 square, right? So 4 into 22 upon 7 into 14 into 14, right? Now, अब देख सकते हैं 7 1 7, 7 2 जा 14. Now 4 into 22, that will be 88. 88 into 2, let me just calculate that. So 88 into 2. So 2 8 ja 16, 1 carry, 2 8 ja 16 plus 1 17, right? Then further multiply by 14, right? So if I just multiply this by 14, so that will be 4 6 ja 24, 2 carry, then 4 7 ja 28 plus 2 30. So that will be 3 carry. So 4 1 ja 4, 5 6 7, right? Now 1 into 176 will be 176. So let me just add them. So 7 plus 7 14, 1 carry, that will be 2. So here we have got the surface area as 2464 centimeters square because the radius was given in centimeters, right? So you can see this is how you have seen the 3 parts of the first question in which we have to simply calculate the surface area of the sphere when we have got the radius given, right? So that was all in the first part of this exercise. So students, let us move on to the next question now, that is question number 2. Now in this we have to find the surface area of a sphere of diameter. You can see first part is 14 centimeter, second is 21 centimeter and the third one is 3.5 meters. So यहाँ पे हमें diameter given है sphere का. इससे पिछले क्वेश्चन में हमें क्या given था? Radius, right? So we know that first of all, यहाँ पे अगर मैं first part की बात करता हूँ तो यहाँ पे if I just roughly draw a sphere, so यहाँ पे मुझे diameter given है इसका, that is simply 14 centimeter, right? So मुझे पता है कि diameter given है तो radius कैसे calculate करेंगे? Simply the half of diameter, that will be 7 centimeter, right? So यहाँ पे अगर मैं सबसे पहले first part की बात करता हूँ, and we have to find out the surface area of a sphere, which is calculated by 4 pi r square, we know, right? So let me just apply down. So first I'm going to write that the diameter is given to us as 14 centimeter. Then we know the radius, that is r, will be calculated by the half of diameter. So 2 7 ja 14. So 7 centimeter will be the radius of this sphere, right? So now talking about, you can see the surface area which we have to calculate of this sphere. So that will be 4 pi r square, right? So यहाँ पे simply हम values को substitute करेंगे. So let us see what we got. So 4 into pi. So pi की value 22 upon 7 into radius हमें पता है कितनी है? That is 7 square, right? If I just solve it further, so 4 into 22 upon 7. Now 2 times 7. 7 square का मतलब 2 times multiply 7. So 7, 1 just 7. So 1 7 is reduced here. So 22 into 4, that will be 88. 88 into 7. If I just check out 88 into 7, so 7 8 ja 56. 5 carry, 7 8 ja 56. 56 plus 5, that will be 61. So 616 centimeter square will be, you can see, the surface area of this sphere, which is having the diameter as 14 centimeter. So that was all in the first part here. So students, now let us see the second part here. So in this we have got the diameter of a sphere as 21 centimeter, right? So we have given the diameter here, that is 21. So let me just start off the solution for the second part. The diameter is given to us as 21 centimeter. Now we know the radius is simply the half of the diameter, so that will be 21 upon 2, right? You can keep it as it is, or you can also write it as 10.5. If you divide 21 by 2, you will get 10.5 centimeters, right? So you can either place this as the radius or 10.5, whatever you like, right? Now let me just talk about the surface area. We have to calculate that. So the surface area of sphere is 4 pi r square, right? So let me just substitute the values here. So 4 into pi is 22 upon 7 into radius. You can write this, or you can also write 10.5. That is up to you, right? So that will be better if I just write 21 upon 2. So multiply 21 upon 2. आप देख सकते हैं r square का मतलब radius को 2 times लिख दिया मैंने directly, right? So now 7 1 is 7, 7 3 ja 21, right? Then further if I just solve it, 2 1 is 2, 2 2 ja 4. Then again you can see 2 1 is 2, 2 11 ja 22, right? So अब यहाँ पे मुझे क्या करना है, simply numerator में values को multiply करना है. So 2 into 11 is 22. 22 into 3, that will be 66. 66 into 21. Let me just check out. So 66 into 21. So 1 into 66 will be 66. Then 2 6 is 12. 1 carry, 2 6 is 12 plus 1 13, right? So 6 6 plus 2 8, 3 and 1. So 1386. Then in centimeters. So centimeter square. So this is going to be, you can see, the surface area of the sphere having the diameter 21 centimeter, right? So you can see that was what we have to do in the second part. Now finally let us move on directly to the third part here. So if I just rub this down, so this time you can see in the third part we have been given the diameter, you can see, as 3.5 meters, right? So let me just write that. The diameter is given to us as 3.5 meters, right? So हमें पता है radius क्या होती है, simply the half of diameter. So that will be 3.5 upon 2. So now keep this as it is, so that we can just simply place this at the place of radius. So हम इसको further solve नहीं करेंगे, इसी को as it is substitute कर देंगे at the place of radius. So let me just find out the surface area of sphere, right? So that is calculated by 4 pi r square, right? So let me just substitute the value. So 4 into pi की value कितनी आती है आपके पास? 22 upon 7. Now multiply by radius square. So that will be 3.5 upon 2 square, right? So you have to directly write it twice. So that will be the square. So यहाँ पे 3.5 upon 2 into 3.5 upon 2. That will be the square of 3.5 upon 2, right? Now अब जैसे मैं डेसिमल रिमूव करूंगा तो यहाँ नीचे क्या आ जाएगा? 0 आ जाएगा डिनोमिनेटर में, क्योंकि डेसिमल के बाद एक डिजिट है. Now similarly, if I just remove this decimal, that will give us 0 here down. Now let me just solve this. So 7 1 is 7, 7 5 is 35, right? Further, if I just solve it, so 5 1 is 5, 5 4 is 20, right? Then again you can see if I just cancel this, 4 1 is 4, 4 1 is 4, right? Now in the denominator we have got 20. So if I just further reduce it down at the table of 5, so 5 4 is 20, 5 7 is 35, right? Again you can see 2 2 is 4, then 2 11 is 22, right? So finally we have got 11 and 7 in the numerator. So 11 into 7, that will be 77. Divide by, you can see in the numerator we have only got 2. You can see here, right? If I just cross check, so you can see 11 into 7, that will be 77, and that will be 2. So simply divide 77 by 2. So that will be 2 3 is 6. then 1 remaining, that will be 17, then 2 8 ja 16, 1 remaining, decimal 0, you can see after this you can see 2 5 ja 10, so that will be reducing at 38.5. So this will be, you can see in meter square, the surface area of the sphere having the diameter as 3.5 meters. So you can see when the diameter is, you can see the diameter is given to us, you have to simply first find out the radius by dividing that diameter by 2, and then you can substitute that radius in the formula of the surface area, right? So that was all in the second question of this exercise. So students, let us move on to the next question now. So this time question number 3 is given to us as that find the total surface area of a hemisphere of radius 10 centimeter, right? So यहाँ पे हमें total surface area निकालना है एक hemisphere का जिसकी radius हमें given है 10 centimeter, right? Also यहाँ पे हमें given है कि हमें pi की value जो है वो 3.14 लेनी है. So it is given, so we have to use this, right? So now first of all, if I just draw a rough area, you can see of a hemisphere like this. Now हमें पता है यहाँ पे radius given है of the base, that is 10 centimeters. So this is the radius given to us. So let me first write down in the solution what is given to us. So the given is that the radius is, you can see, 10 centimeters, right? So यहाँ पे हमें radius given है, that is 10 centimeter. Now simply we have to apply on the total surface area of hemisphere formula, which is 3 pi r square, right? So if I just apply on the formula, so you can say the total surface area of hemisphere is, you can see, 3 pi r square, right? So यहाँ पे 3 as it is, multiply by pi की वैल्यू आपको पता है क्या यूज करनी है, 3.14, that is given in the question, right? So we have to use that. Now radius हमें पता है, that is 10 centimeter given, so 10 square, right? So radius में 10 substitute कर दिया. Now further 3 into 3.14, now 10 का square क्या होता है, 10 into 10, right? Now decimal remove करता हूँ, denominator में कितना आएगा, 100, because decimal के बाद 2 digit है, right? So now if I just rub this, so आप देखना 1 0 से 1 0, 1 0 से 1 0 cancel out. So remaining will be, you can see, 3 into 314. So that will be, if I just multiply it, so 3 4 is 12, 1 carry, 3 1 is 3 and 1 4, 3 3 is 9. So we have got 942. So 1 into 1 into 942, that will be 942, right? So this is in centimeter square. So this is the, you can say, total surface area of the hemisphere given to us, having the radius as 10 centimeter, right? Now remember, we have to use 3.14 at the place of pi. That is important, right? Because that is given to us. And simply by applying the formula, you will get the total surface area of hemisphere. So that was all in the third question here. So students, let us move on to the next question now. So this time, question number 4 is given to us as the radius of a spherical balloon increases from 7 centimeter to 14 centimeter as air is being pumped into it, right? So यहाँ पे आपके पास एक balloon था. You can see if I just draw a balloon with a in the form of a sphere. So now you can see balloon की जो initial, you can see radius थी, that was 7 centimeter, right? Now अब हमने इसके अंदर air pump की. So then further you can see हमारे पास बैलून की जो रेडियस है वो बढ़ गई from 7 to 14, right? If I just, let me just draw it in a better way. So they'll increase from 7 to 14, right? So now that will be better, right? So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं अब बैलून की जो रेडियस है that is 14 centimeter, right? So जैसे एयर डाली तो जो आप देख सकते हैं इसका रेडियस है बैलून का, you can see in a form of a sphere, वो बढ़ गया, right? Because the air is being pumped in. Now further we have to find the ratio of surface area of the balloon in the two cases, right? So suppose कीजिए जो बैलून की इनिशियल जब रेडियस 7 सेंटीमीटर थी, जब उसमें एयर पंप नहीं की गई, तब उसका सरफेस एरिया जो है उसको S मान लेता हूं मैं, राइट? देन जब उसमें एयर पंप कर दी, जब उसकी रेडियस कितनी होगी 14 सेंटीमीटर, तब उसका सरफेस एरिया मैंने क्या मान लिया, S डैश, राइट? नाउ वी नो that the surface area of both the balloons will be calculated by the formula 4 pi r square, because that is the formula of the surface area of sphere, right? Now let me just first start off the solution here. You can see first, you can see in the given thing, I'm going to write that the radius of spherical balloon, that will be better, right? Spherical balloon increases from 7 centimeter to 14 centimeter. Now जैसा कि मैंने यहाँ पे सरफेस एरिया को s और s डैश रिज्यूम किया, देन रेडियस को भी मैं r और इसको r डैश अज्यूम कर लेता हूं, राइट? सो नाउ लेट अस assume the radius of balloon initial stage when air is not pumped as we can see r, and that is equal to 7 centimeter, right? So you can write it as r, right? And then the radius of spherical balloon when air is being pumped in as r dash, right? So यहाँ पे मैंने इसकी रेडियस को r assume कर लिया और इसका r dash. Also you can say assume the surface area also as s and s dash respectively, right? Now जैसे कि हमने दोनों चीजें assume कर ली, now we know that the surface area is calculated by 4 pi r square for both the balloons, right? So let me first make some space here. Now remember, we have to find out the ratio of the surface area of both the balloons, right? So now you can see surface area of balloon with radius r as 7 centimeter is, you can see that will be 4 pi r square, right? So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं, अगर मैं वैल्यू रखता हूं 4 into pi into radius. Now pi as it is पड़ा रहने दीजिए, I will tell you later. So यहाँ पे radius की वैल्यू कितनी है आपके पास? 7. So 7 square. So if I just solve this, so 4 into pi into 7 का स्क्वायर क्या होता है? 7 into 7, that is 49, right? So यहाँ पे 49 into 4, if I just solve this, so that will be 4 9 is 36, 3 carry, 4 4 is 16, 17, 18, 19. So that will be 196 pi. You can see pi as it is रख लिया हमने, right? Now further you can see also surface area. Let me just write here, the surface area is S, right? Now also surface area of balloon, if I just write it correct, with, you can see radius r dash as 14 centimeter is. So now if I just rub this down, so you can see here again the formula will be the same, 4 pi r dash square, right? So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं रेडियस अब कौन सी है आपकी r dash इस बैलून की, right? So that will be, and the surface area is s dash. So यहाँ पे 4 into pi as it is रख लीजिए, r dash कितना आपके पास? That is 14 centimeter. So 14 square. Now 4 into pi as it is. Now 14 का square क्या होगा? 14 into 14, that is 196, right? Now 196 into 4, right? So if I just solve this, so 196 into 4, so 4 6 ja 24, 2 carry, 4 9 ja 36 plus 2 38, 3 carry, then 4 1 ja 4, 5 6 7, so 784 pi, right? अब हमें इन दोनों सरफेस एरिया का क्या निकालना है? रेशियो निकालना है. So we know that ratio will be is s ratio s dash, or you can also write s upon s dash. So ये कैसे निकलेगा? s कितना है आपके पास? That is 196 pi divide by s dash कितना है आपके पास? 784 pi, right? So pi से pi cancel out हो जाएगा. Now that will be 196 upon 784. So 196 1 जा 196, 196 4 जा 784. So आपके पास कितना आ गया? 1 upon 4, or you can also write 1:4. So आपके पास रेशो आ गया of the surface area of both the balloons as 1:4, right? So when the air is not being pumped up and when the air is being pumped up, उनके बीच का जो रेशो आया surface area का, that is 1:4, and that is what you have to calculate in this question. So that was all in this question here.